How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in G Arena. Today, we are not keeping this hand. Uh, that's the best land in my deck, but I cannot afford it, unfortunately. Keep. And draw the Triumph on 1. Hey, it's the best land in my deck. Pearl Medallion on 2. So we are a tribal deck. Probably going to end up in a similar vein to yesterday's video, but for different reasons. Yesterday, we kind of mono-blue intimidated some opponents into conceding, and today I think what's going to end up happening is that most people will not concede because their deck is very, very slow, and what's going to happen is we're going to win the random game where we actually cast one of our tribe members. We haven't seen one yet, I don't think. We might have been one in that opening hand I'm all giving away, but we're certainly not prepared for a tag room deck. This is not the ideal matchup. I guess I just ramp a little bit more. Medallions look weird in a Progenitus deck, but they're not for Progenitus. Progenitus is a placeholder commander. He is a commander for a tribe that doesn't have a 5-color commander. So we chose a 5-color commander that isn't too offensive and kind of fits the theme. Well, there's one of our members. Creature. Jet Medallion. So now we need so many things. We need so many things. This is the issue with the deck. We are of course Elder Tribal. And Elders are in every color combination, and they are of multiple colors generally when they do appear. And the result of that is that kind of very difficult to build a tribal deck around. Mainly because they're not meant to be a tribe, right? Like it's a Vorso label that gets attached to creatures when wizards want to show that the big bad is kind of scary, right? Not that they're generally big bads, but like Nicobolus kind of typecast the whole type. So expropriate. Yep, just a free expropriate. What did they steal? It just didn't work? What happened? I have no clue. Did we draw a white land? Not that white land. Oh, we can do a fun little trick with it. I don't know why is the appropriate bugged? Appropriate would strike me as a card that would be bugged. Nothing against it, but it does strike me as a card that would be bugged. Ouch. So I draw a land, we're perfectly fine. Would you look at that? Perfectly fine. Don't have anything in my bin, so there's no reason to play that. We'll just play the big demon. We are Elder Tribal, after all. My demon can't be blocked this turn. Not that he would have been, because he can attack during my opponent's turn. At least I hope he can. That probably could be a magic thing at some point. You know, that's a 3-mana 6/6 flying demon with additional abilities. Oh, well, did this deck have? Did I remember to put in the thing? You know the thing. I don't know the thing. Is that mine? I wish it were mine. I guess we do this. Grab that old Doomblade, put that in the bin. Doomblade. Hagem's dead again. I start the long count from 25 to 1, or from 25 to 0. I'm going to sack for a Surveillant. I don't have a Surveillant, do I? No, I think this is one of the ones where I was like, I kind of need basics. Because I think... I don't know, I don't think I have them. I think I have... We're gonna fetch either way. Fetch and find out, I suppose. No, we're just rocking Triomes. Fair enough, deck swimming is good. Hmm. My legitimate business person is a god, in case you were wondering about it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. We're 1 mana off Progenitus, which is sick. I've never cast Progenitus. Yikes. Kind of wish I stayed back for blocking, but that wouldn't have helped. Does it actually do anything? I don't think it does. I don't think having 2 copies of Tag Him does anything, because the first one affects the spell. I'm going to cycle that. We can hit something better. Casting Gulta the hard way. I can block Tag Him attacks. Assuming Tag Him does want to attack. Why not? So I could rip an Ultimatum off the top. Like, there are many, many things that could be good. I would enter as a copy of any creature. It just didn't copy anything. Oh, you still get that, even though, okay, well, color me impressed. Hmm. The 3-mana Nicol Bolas. Yeah, I'll pay for that. No attack. I think I'm dead. I cannot block 6 damage worth of attackers they have on board. So that means I'm dead, but Elder Tribal fought pretty hard. It fought pretty hard. Had I stayed back and blocked that one turn, there might have been an argument for us. Well, it was still made. Still would have made the Helm of the Host token, right? It wouldn't have attacked in. We would have been up 2 life, but then we would be at -1 instead. GG. All right, we're back for game 2. Kind of spaced out there for a second while the game was loading. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, we had to reinitiate the recording. I might keep this sound, honestly. It's pretty bad, but I might keep it anyways. Nah, I probably not gonna if I have an opponent. Opponent is choosing whether or not to take the free mulligan. I am going to take the free mulligan. So as you can see, we got Elders. Ugin, technically an Elder. He hasn't had a creature card printed of him, but he's Nigel brother. So if Nigel is an Elder, I think it's safe to assume that ish. This is a really bad hand, but it does things early enough that it might not matter. Like, the good thing about our deck is because our Elders are quite powerful, just casting one a lot of the times can be enough to close out the game. In Christmas Land, right, where there's no interaction and nothing bad happens. But, you know, on their own, they're kind of good sometimes. This guy, not kind of good. He wants our opponent to cast the same spell as a card in their graveyard. Not going to happen, but... There's no reason to play Orreries. We might as well just get another card to expand our horizons. White is the main color of our wrath. White, red. Well, white, blue. And maybe we should have the Jeskai one instead. Not the Jeskai one, the Esper one. We want to always have enough mana to cast our wrath, because our deck, it kind of teeters. Oh, okay, well. Put this down on creature. We are a tribal deck. So, in 2 turns' time, we can cast Belzenlok or Dragonlord. I'm gonna go grab Esper, because I have double white. Or do I grab the... Not Esper. Yeah, I think it's Syrup Zafiro. You know, and just in case, we'll grab one of these. Belzenlok might legitimately kill me. Like, if my deck is stacked poorly, it has the potential, because the Elders, excluding the Elder Giants from Theros, are kind of big boys. They are not messing around. This might also be like a wombo combo turn where I play Belzenlok, my opponent attacked me. I play Belzenlok, I take like 7 damage, and my opponent untaps, removes. Yep. Okay. We certainly counted up. Creator buffs. Yep. Okay. That's exactly what I was afraid of. 100%. Elder Belzenlok, you take down that Yorick. Or die trying. Which you will, because you're not actually strong enough. You GG. The Elders got beat down again. We are back for game 3. We are 0-2. The Elders have not been finding their ground. They didn't really know, to be fair. So, we do what we can. So I guess we grab a black source with this flooded trend, so it has to be some combination of black, blue, white. So we race up to Incubator. Incubator lowers the cost of this by 2 and this by 2, so realistically we want black, green, blue, probably. White's probably a better color to have. Oh, we want the Sultai one. Sultai. Just for the sake of redundancies. We have a One Ring. A One Ring is generally a good way to parse parse a deck that's not quite up to scuff into an actual game-winning position. Right? Because if you can get it down, get a Mana Rock down, you cast your One Ring on turn 4. On turn 5, the number of wraths you have access to opens up from like 3 or 4 to literally twice that. Right? Because in the under 4 category, you have Day of Judgment, you have Wrath of God, you have Damnation, and then there are the 2 Day of Wrath of God clones that are not quite as good because they have slight drawbacks attached to them. Elder. It's the first time I got to name it. Like, I did a couple test games, and we never got to the Urza incubator part. We actually won a game in testing. Can't believe it. Yikes. Okay, well, we play that. That's the turn. The Elders are a bit slow, but if we're given the shot, if we're given a chance, we can get there in the end. Huh. How did we get there in the end, though? That's a question. 5-mana Gulp or Etali seems a bit broken. Although we're up against an aristocrat deck, so we'll probably get to the point where we actually can close out the game and we're already dead on board. That seems somewhat likely. Opponent. God. It's kind of scary. So they get a search, right? There isn't a 2-mana card that can win the game from this position, I don't think. I don't think. It's possible. I've been wrong before. Three-mana card can win the game. Well, that increases the probabilities, but doesn't actually give us anything to go off of. Well, there's line number 4. Life Green actually works through the One Ring, oddly enough. Actually, I don't think Vengeful Blood Witch does. Generally speaking, they do. Like, that one will. This is each opponent doesn't target. Ugh. Our build is too greedy. Okay. I'm on a safety One Ring. Just gonna pull a safety One Ring. We could have played Bellathor there. And Bellathor technically makes 1/1, so gaineth the life. Like, that's good. But I can see him just getting removed and us getting attacked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our opponent sacking 2 creatures and dealing us an additional 4, 5. Like, they sacked this and this. One free sack outlet ruins our life. Okay, well, sure. There's a possibility that just playing the One Ring isn't going to be good enough. We're kind of dead. If we Wrath, we're dead. We need Rift or Rebuke to make it happen. We don't have the mana for that or the colors. Okay. Like, that could do it at some point in the future. That could do it at some point in the future. So we would need like 7 mana for that to happen, but I'm gonna grab a red source. Play the mighty Bellatrix. We could have grabbed. I don't know if I have a white source. We could have grabbed a white source. We kind of need another white source. We need 3 white sources because Final Showdown is a very cool card. I like it a lot. I think it's a really good card. But like Wizards was really not taking any chances with it. They wanted the aggro meta to really thrive, you know? And as a result, this is 6 mana, 3 white pips to actually wrath the board. And it's kind of not good, even at instant speed. Uh, I'm 100% dead here. A third Blood Artist has hit the battlefield. You don't have Blood Artist, no. You die and draw a card. That's actually kind of good. Feel pretty bad. I mean, if they give me one more turn, like, it could work out in my favor, but I doubt it will. Yeah, yeah. There you go, opponent. There's no way I survived this. Yeah, I died from these triggers alone. GG. No need to see that. Well, I think that's going to be the end. I paused immediately and was like, oh, let's go to the next game. But no, we are at 21 minutes. Sad to see the Elders not pop off, but it just means that there's more room for refinement in the deck. So, we'll see it again. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye for now.